For centuries, mankind has sought signs and miracles to strengthen faith and bring certainty to the heart. But even when these signs were presented, many turned away. Despite having eyes, they could not see the truth. Today, we will unveil three ancient secrets that remained buried in the sands of Egypt for centuries, until they were preserved in the final divine message. The first is the story of a Pharaoh who chased prophet Moses, peace be upon him, into the sea. The second is of another Pharaoh who wanted to build a tower reaching the heavens. And the third, a noble-hearted Pharaoh whose dream would change the fate of generations to come. These are not mere tales, but signs, messages for those who dare to look deeper. But today we won't just recount these stories. We will analyze their truth using modern technology and AI models and ask, could such knowledge really be known in the 7th century in the Qur'an? Let us enter the land of Egypt, where timeless truths lie buried and a divine message awaits generations to come. The first sign, the body of Pharaoh. Imagine a tyrant king who arrogantly rejected the message of Musa, peace be upon him, spreading cruelty across his kingdom, killing sons, sparing daughters. This same Pharaoh is mentioned numerous times in the Qur'an. And then 3,000 years later, in 1881, a tomb is discovered in Deir el-Bahari, Egypt, containing preserved mummies. Experts identified one of these mummies as the Pharaoh from Moses' time. Amazingly, his body was far better preserved than the others, as if time itself could not touch him. When brought to France for study, scientists found traces of salt in his skin, evidence that he drowned in the sea. And this is the very scene described in Surah Yunus, 10:92. This day we shall save your body so that you may be a sign for those after you. And surely many among mankind are heedless of our signs. The Qur'an not only states that he drowned, but that his body would be preserved as a sign. For us, French scientist Dr. Maurice Bucaille, after examining the mummy, was shocked to discover that the Qur'an had described this event 1,400 years earlier. That very sign led him to embrace Islam. The second sign, Pharaoh's minister, Haman. In Surah Al-Qasas 28:38, Pharaoh says, "O Haman, build me a tower so that I may reach the heavens and look upon the God of Moses." For centuries, biblical scholars believed that Haman was from Babylon, not Egypt. But then came a groundbreaking discovery. When archaeologists learned to read hieroglyphics, they found a name, Haman, describing an Egyptian construction official close to Pharaoh. The Quran mentioned a name that was neither connected to Egypt in the Bible nor known to any Arabs at the time. How could this be possible? The third sign, Yusuf, Joseph, peace be upon him, the ruler was called king, not Pharaoh. In Surah Yusuf, the ruler during Prophet Joseph's time is called Malik, king, while during Prophet Musa's time, the Quran repeatedly uses the word Pharaoh. Was this an error? Absolutely not. Egyptian historical records reveal that the title Pharaoh was not used during Yusuf's era. It only began during the New Kingdom, which came later, during Musa's time. This is a subtle yet astounding historical fact. In the same surah, Yusuf advises the king to store grain within its husks to preserve it through 7 years of famine. Modern agricultural science confirms this is the best way to store grain. So the question is, were all these just coincidences? We used the ChatGPT AI model to calculate the odds of all three of these signs being historically accurate. The result? Only 1 in 10 trillion. This is no coincidence. This is a message, a miracle, a sign, left behind for generations. As the Quran says, we will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that this is the truth. Surah Fussilat. Will you reflect upon these signs or turn away as people have in the past? Remember, for those who seek guidance, these signs are enough. So remind them. Indeed, the reminder benefits the believers. Surah Ad-Dariyat. If this message touched your heart, please share it with others. Perhaps it will become the cause of someone's guidance. Jazakum Allahu khairan.